everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Earth Survival, where the brand new update has just come out that we are going to be diving into and check it out, because this update has added in the outpost of Sector 7. Not to be confused with the outpost of the single-player world that is being worked on and will kind of serve as a secondary base of sorts in that single-player area. Oh, no. This is some sort of a clan-based type outpost that we are going to go and explore for the very first time, because this has been a part of a series of changes that have been added in that, well, first off, you can see there's a radioactive storm. Abnormal natural phenomena are raging here. In 2 days and 19 hours, a radioactive storm will hit the sector that will wipe every living thing, buildings, and your supplies. So it might be like, Star, what in tarnation? Well, the good news is that, well, you can just go and kind of hold on to these supplies in your inventory, whatever there might be, but the problem is that all of these workbenches and stuff that are actually repairable in our multiplayer base will be kind of broken again and do need to be repaired again, making the clan base kind of interesting in how it does work, and it kind of just like provides like a temporary resource harvesting place that gets destroyed every couple of— what is this? Oh, the chemistry station's been added in! Dudes, you guys don't even know. Oh, well, I can't show it off in here, but in single player, the chemistry station doesn't even exist yet. It's not— this is a brand new workbench. Just added it. Oh, I want to get one of these bad boys crafted up. But as I was saying, this is a clan base, and it does appear that a member of our clan has already fandangled around a little bit and stored some stuff away, repaired a couple of chests, or a couple of clan members, and do have some of the melting furnaces repaired, in addition to the woodworking benches, which are making for a ton of supplies. And we'll be trying to make our own contribution to all of these things as well, because, well, there's some pretty good resources that we got to go and get. And on top of it, another thing that this update did add in that we will go and kind of explore and check out is, well, first things first, I can't walk out? Bruh. How you gonna do that to me? But we can go back over here, and why don't we go over to you can also see the map got a little bit of a revamp, and you can actually see the wall kind of going around all the way over here, making this kind of an actual representation of Sector 7 being on the other side of the wall. You cross over to the wall, and then you get over here. So the map's kind of like makes sense now, so I guess that's a little bit of a plus. But then if we make our way over to this wood zone, for example, we will see another massive thing that this update has brought about, and that is the ability to collect resources throughout these zones. Because look, we have grass. Oh, Star, you have collected the grass. I have. Oh, we have wood. We have a stone. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this update is kind of starting to build up the resource harvesting side of the ecosystem of Sector 7, because beforehand, all of the looting came purely through the chests that were being protected by zombies. But they have made Sector 7 so much closer to a real experience of Last Day on Earth, because, well, obviously harvesting resources and all that is a very big part of Last Day on Earth. I don't think that would be a stretch of the imagination by any means, and the fact that we are now going to be able to harvest, and then, oh, there's a little chest over here. You can have that, man. I'm not a swooper. I'm not about to swoop in on your chest. That's all you, my dude. I'm just over here trying to collect some stuff. Godspeed. I wave at you. Hello, comrade. I hope that you had good stuff over there. Oh, look at that new icon over there in Sector 7 to denote an open chest. Well, that's kind of cool. But what I'm looking for is going to be one more stone, and then we should have enough to craft up our very first hatchet, because currently we are only just getting tons of wood. But then with a lot of these supplies that we are getting, such as the plant fibers, the wood, we'll check out some of the other zones as well and see what they have. And TBH, I'm gonna just go straight to the stone zone to try and get some stone, because we got plenty of wood right now, and I imagine stone will be a little bit more plentiful over in that other one. And oh, this is also kind of cool. Whenever you run out of bounds, it will actually take you back to your clan base first and foremost. But yeah, here you guys can see this is how you can, for example, repair a chest. What you need to do is head down over here and be like, hello, I put the wood there, I put the fiber there, I finalized that, and we have just added in some pretty much temporary storage for our clan to make use of, because again, in 2 days and 19 hours, a radioactive storm will be coming. And this is a bit of a placeholder from what I have heard. This is a little bit of a placeholder for what is to come in the future, where just for now, they're kind of trying to incorporate and kind of get into the ecosystem and kind of cycle of Sector 7, the fact that every 3 days some sort of potentially catastrophic event will be occurring. It's not just always going to be a storm that wipes things out. So what I could imagine this being, especially given it takes place in the exact same location as Raiders, there might be a bit of a timer where every 3 days, because in another of Kafir's mobile survival games, Frostborn, that they are currently testing and that isn't out globally or anything like that. I think it's only like released in certain regions so far, but that one's a purely multiplayer experience where your bases are co-op, all that type of jazz, and every 3 days your base is susceptible to an attack from your neighbors. And seeing this same number, seeing that in the same location as the whatchamacall, raiding kind of thing would be in single player, to be like, hey, you got 2 more days of raiders wanting your patootie. It's actually a bit of an interesting sign, because I think it's kind of pointing towards, instead of this always being a storm, eventually what happens every 3 days might be a giant zombie attack, or maybe even you get attacked by your neighbors. You get attacked by raiders that you need to then go and fend off. And here, someone has made quite a little bit of charcoal by the looks of it. Well, hi diddly ho there, neighbor. I will help you out, and I will use that charcoal to help you create more charcoal. But definitely very cool that we do have access to all of these workbenches, and we can actually do stuff like, if we get this sewing table patched up, if we find like normal cloth, we would be able to craft that and create that into like thick cloth. The iron benches obviously can transform aluminum and iron into their respective plate forms. And where is the stone zone? Stone zone, there you go. We go over there so we can try and get some of these bad boys crafted up. But we'll continue trying to, you know, craft up all these benches and stuff and make the most use of them. And definitely, I want to make my way up to the chemistry station. That would be lit, because we have never seen that in game before now. And that is just like, wowzers. I need this. I need to see. I want to see what it can do. What is this noise? I hear loud noises. Probably just someone getting into a tussle. But let's go and actually craft up a spear, because this was added in as a cheap weapon of the game with its 10 damage and 0.8 attack speed. We should be able to do a little bit of work with this bad boy. Is it the deadliest thing in the game? By no means. But hey, it gets the job done, and boop. I'm always happy to get the job done and collect some of that. Also, another thing that y'all do need to be aware of, and can I craft this? No, I can't craft pickaxe yet, so we continue collecting a couple of these stones and everything. And as we are doing that, I'm not sure you guys noticed, but there are, I think I pointed out earlier, but there are some of these weapons. I don't know if some of these may have been craftable before. I don't think they were, but I do know that they now for sure have the spear, makeshift bat, cleaver, and skull crusher as a variety of melee weapons that can be created. And we ought to be able to actually go and craft up a cleaver using some of our resources that we have stockpiled. So if I could just go ahead and collect a couple of stones over here so I could craft a pickaxe and get to harvesting a little bit. And dude, that's the awesome thing. There are literally iron ore over here. We can harvest iron and we can turn it into iron bars manually. We don't, my goodness gracious, sorry about that burp there. We don't need to necessarily like just attack zombies and try to get chests. Like, there's actually the potential to earn things and grind for them a different way, which is I think what makes not 7 days, wrong days game, last day on Earth is so freaking awesome, is that kind of ability to approach things from a multitude of ways. And that's definitely something that this update does very well. It does suck that the base is gonna get wiped out every couple of days. And oh, what is this? A little pond. Hello, little oil pond. Is it a pond of oil? I genuinely don't know. But let's harvest some Sector 7, yeah. Sector 7 armor! Dude, I keep saying last day on Earth in Sector 7, and it is a little bit early in the morning when I'm saying this, so I just want to say 7 days to die, because last day on Earth has the word day in it, and Sector 7 has the word 7 in it, so it's a bit of a cluster truck at the moment. Bit of a cluster truck. Now, another thing I wanted to point out as well is our ability to create a basic backpack once we do get a little bit of rope popping. And the good news is, if you follow me back over here to our temporary storage, which, by the way, guys and gals, the temporary storage chest that was glorious and kind of served as a placeholder clan chest is no longer going to be safe. Temporary storage from this chest, you can take stuff left in here earlier. In the future, the chest will be removed and all the valuable things left inside will disappear. And as you can see, you cannot actually put more stuff into there. So once you, I think the next Sector 7 update will also totally, just phase out this temporary storage. So for now, they're just trying to give us a little bit of a heads up regarding that, which is definitely very nice. But let's go and grab a couple of those valuable things, because I want to craft up a little bit of a backpack. And whoa! The backpack of Sector 7 is ours. Why do I feel like I feel like a school bus with a backpack for some reason. I'm just so yellow. And if we do collect a couple of things, like, what did we need exactly to get? I'm trying to get this cleaver made. Yeah. Let's go and try out one of these brand new melee weapons. I'm not going to try to take the full stacks of items. I do want to leave some stuff behind for other people within our clan. So we got that. We just need the planks and the irons. I take the 6 iron, and I will take the planks for now because there's no way to split them. Like, you gotta take the whole pile. It's just and then that inventory slot is phased out and can never again be used by the temporary storage. But it's cleaver time, baby. Let's see just how useful this bad boy can be with its 17 damage and 1.4 attack speed. Oh, that is not too shabby. Especially for Sector 7 standards, where, I mean, some of our best guns... Okay, that does 40 DPS because you multiply the damage by the attack speed. That does, like, 40. But, like, this cleaver over here, what was that doing? 17 times 1.4? I'm not trying to do math at the moment, but I'm doing some mental math, and that's about 24, 25 damage a second once you calculate it. That's pretty dang respectable. So let's go back to our outpost so we can actually drop off some of these goods that we have acquired. And they've also changed a couple of pretty important things as well for Sector 7. No longer, if we were to have a gun, we can't miss shots anymore. Bless up, they got rid of that. Don't know why it existed in the first place, but it did. You can no longer miss shots in Sector 7, which is absolutely blessed. Also, if you have the extra pocket perk available to you in the single player portion of the game, you also have it in the multiplayer portion of the game, as you are seeing right over here. Alrighty though, back to the task at hand. Enough lollygagging about. Let's oh, I gotta try and craft some band-aids or some heals as well, because I am trying to not die. So maybe for now, thank you, person who had a little bit of cloth in there. In exchange, I will put literally everything that I have. You don't understand, I really needed to craft up a bandage with the 5. Oh, they changed it to 5? Didn't it used to be 4 cloth? I feel like it used to be 4 cloth to craft a band-aid, and they may have changed it, in which case, okay, but dang, that's a little bit of a heartbreaker. All right, though, some of the big things that we could aim for might probably be, I mean, I don't really know what we need to do at the moment. What I can do, for show, is take some of that iron ore, toss it into our melting, does the other one have stuff? Yes, it does. Toss it into our melting furnace over here. That should be good for a couple of iron bars, and man, that chemistry station is looking, I want to get that crafted up and, oh, more melting furnaces. I thought we might have like an advanced melting furnace or something, but okie dokie. Let's get back and harvest some trees because there's actually new resources that Sector 7 added as well, and I believe we can come across one of those new resources by literally just harvesting trees, and we'll check out some of those more dangerous zones as well. Hopefully we could just harvest a couple of trees and hopefully get a couple of band-aids nice and crafted up. But for now, let's collect a little bit of wood, and let's see if we can't maybe get that rare new resource. Katako, bro, I'm not pronouncing that. Like, that has so many vowels and C's for some reason. Like, no. I'm gonna just call that tree glue, because it's called sticky tree sap, can be used in producing elastic materials, meaning I believe you can actually use this at the chemistry workbench, right? I believe it can be used over there, and somehow, I think it can create, because what would make sense through chemistry would be creating some of that plastic stuff, like potentially rubber, elastic substance made out of, yep, natural, whatever you want to call that. So that's going to be pretty important in creating the best armor in the game, and along with, what is that, the handmade rifle as well, in order to get the rubber. And then you also have the ability to create a smooth barrel. Now, I don't know if that can be created or if that has to be looted. We'll try and get to the bottom of that, but for now, let's harvest the trees and gather all of these things. But yeah, word of warning, you do need to move out of the outpost every 3 days, because it will kind of disintegrate. Like, all your stuff will be gone. You're gonna have to rebuild the workbenches, and if you have stuff left over in the chests, I don't think it is going to be safe. But hello, Ashy Zombie. Do you like my cleaver? I think he enjoyed it quite a little bit. But given this entire taste of the update that we have gotten so far, and I don't think that I'm missing anything for the most part, we should, dude, you know what we need, by the way? We need a freaking auto button in some of these zones, man. Like, the ability to actually just auto harvest would be prime now that harvesting is going to be a pretty decent a part of the game. And with our outpost as well, this is something that I could go back and show off. I don't know if I have the power to show it off because I am not leader of this clan. That privilege goes to Fuerza. He gathered this clan of marvelous YouTubers together to be like, yo, let's make the videos together sometimes. Unfortunately, people are not available at the moment. Otherwise, I would love to be tossing into some true multiplayer, but we can still show off everything that this update does bring. And that does, in that upper right-hand corner, as y'all can see, give the ability, or this is kind of access settings, that can be changed by the clan leader, and it can actually change, okay, who can access this chest? So you can have officer-only chests, member chests, recruit chests, all that type of jazz, so only certain people of certain ranks it can access it. Now, I don't know if you make a recruit chest, if like an officer has to be able to access it by default, who knows? But it's gonna be something along those lines, and while it is a little bit poopy, because again, the storm is just a guaranteed wipeout that's gonna happen every 3 days, it is just a placeholder for whatever's gonna be coming in the future that's gonna be more of a kind of threat that we can actually fend off against, and that is where I'm assuming things like multiplayer PvP and base defense will kick in, and instead of your stuff disappearing every 3 days, you actually have to defend it, and if you don't defend it well enough, you might lose it. And that's when the clan base, I feel like, is gonna get absolutely incredibly cool, and that is probably what I am most looking forward to. But besides that, I think that pretty much covers up all that we got, so why don't we celebrate by going up into the Wood 02 section. Oh, and the miner, by the way, the miner has become tougher as well, so they are doing a little bit of boss balancing over in that way as well. Oh, look at this. It used to be a berry bush, now it is a poop bush. Look at that, there's little poop pellets hanging from the leaves. Tisk, tisk, tisk. How could such a thing happen? But, dude, I love the fact that these hatchets literally can give us, like, easy access to just a plethora of wood, and subsequently, we can turn that into the woodworking benches, and then we can turn that wood into pine planks, and turn the pine planks into coal. It serves a huge variety of reasons, or not reasons, I guess kind of reasons for it to exist. And then the fact that we can gather it as a clan and communally try and work together towards repairing some of these benches and whatnot is incredibly cool as well. But like I'm saying, I'm a little bit bummed about the timer, although I am excited for the future and that timer, what it has to bring. But besides that, this is, ooh, the speeder. I need to kill the speeder. I will help you out, broski. Stalowy. Stalowa wola? Oh, is that the name of Polish town? Hello, dzień dobry, kolega, jak tam? This guy might low-key actually be Polish, because that's a Stalowy? No, that W is probably a V. Also, hello, governor. How you doing, man? Maybe we might have a buddy who might be able to help us along here and try to take out some spitters, because I must attack the spitters. Broski, if you could please help me attack spitter. Okay, there you go. Ooh, he's showing off a little bit of that makeshift bat as well. I like what I'm seeing, and oh, mama Stalowy, I don't know if I can help you out with that, dude. I ain't got the health for this. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Woo! Teamwork makes the dream work, baby! I just gotta find a little bit of leather, too. Oh my goodness gracious, that chest is looking very protected. Not available. I mean, okay, to be fair, he did do most of the killing on those fellas. Yeah, it's gonna be up to you, man. Like, I'll help you. I'm low on health. You gotta do the aggro. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Can we help me, please? No, I die. I die now. I leave. I want to live. It was fun while lasted. Please and thank you. Yeah. Okay. Well, he wanted to say sup to me, but maybe I could have communicated better the fact that I had, like, no health. Can I craft band-aid? No band-aid. Okay. I might go and kind of just drop my stuff off at home and then die. That might be a safer plan. I'm not trying to die and lose all the stuff that we currently have on us, but I'd love to hear from y'all in that comment section down below regarding what you guys think of the Outpost updates so far. For those of y'all that have already dived into it, how is it? What's some of the best stuff you guys are working on repairing? Have you managed to get the chemistry station? And what do you think of the whole fact that we now have resource gathering and whatnot in Sector 7? And Sector 7 is seriously making big strides in just kind of becoming a more valuable and a fun place to be, because like I'm saying, like, the more stuff that they add, the better it gets, because Sector 7 is definitely a work in progress, definitely has to continue improving. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that stuff away. That stuff I'll bring with me so I can just die so we can respawn. Oh, I'm not trying to lose these either. Dude, our cleaver has barely lost any durability. What in tarnation? Cleaver, you dog. It appears the cleaver is a dang powerful weapon. But yeah, the fact that they added in a couple of melee weapons that are continuing to just kind of like expand what is available, I'm just a huge fan of it, and I really hope that they do continue kind of going along with it and fleshing out Sector 7, which I do think is the plan, and especially once we see what plans there are for the outpost, besides just kind of like, oh no, I have a backpack on me, I don't want to lose backpack, I put the backpack away, then I go die of radiation poisoning. Okay, there we go, we put that away, and now we're ready, for our death wish. So yeah, we'll just go over to the level 3 zone, kind of get a quick feel for what it's like for the 3 seconds we're going to be allowed here before we get booted out. But definitely let me know what you guys are thinking of this update, if it might be able to draw you into Sector 7 to enjoy it a bit. I think the fact that there's still no permanent way to enjoy Sector 7 is a bit poopy, since like they added in the base, which could have been so huge, but the fact that it's going to get wiped out every 3 days, I'm very bummed by that. But besides that kind of relatively big bummer, I'm loving this update and what they have added in with it, with the ability to do resources, new melee weapons, the fact that these melee weapons are craftable through resource gathering for the most part, except I guess the cleaver, because I think you need to find leather. I don't think there's any animals you could get animal hide from to turn into leather, but I mean, a lot of these things being kind of, you know, you can contribute to just by harvesting stuff and using all the proper workbenches and repairing a base and bringing it back to prosperity, and them brand new chemistry stations are some incredibly cool things. So all things that I'm loving. A little bit bummed by the fact that it gets wiped out every couple of days, but besides that, I'm definitely a fan of it. But let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below through your own thoughts and whatnot. And a reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into the wiggy $12 at your touch place store. Oh, hold up, I died. Okay, I got thrown off a little bit. I forgot that I died. I'm sorry, brain's a little bit on autopilot. It is like 8 a.m. when I'm recording this. That's usually before functioning brain cell hours for me. I'm usually sleeping into like 9 or something, but hey baby, we had an update, so I'm happy to wake up every single time there's an update, because you know me, I'll do anything and everything imaginable to show it off. So yeah, let me know y'all's thoughts around all of this, and reminder that comment in that comment section down below containing your thoughts and maybe how your day's going, hopefully absolutely fan-freaking-tastic, whatever you want that comment to contain, is gonna put you 1/3 of the way into the wiggy $12 at your touch place store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, that will enter you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick random video for the past week, pick random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with every single video y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway, not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well. Then it does help you stay in the loop on, because in case you guys haven't not already, definitely give some of the other series going up on the channel a look, whether it be an existing series that's being continued or a brand new series beginning with a brand new game for the very first time. Regardless of what it might be, there's absolutely awesome fan-freaking-tastic survival games going up on the channel. And if you guys like Last Day on Earth, hello Rope, there's a very great chance you'll be enjoying some of those other survival games as well. Now, is there any way? Oh, those are Spitas. No, back it up, Spita. I don't want to deal with Spita. Okay, I must deal with Spita now. Okay, luckily his freaking spit is like the slowest spit in existence, unlike the Toxic Spitter and Ravager. Those guys are a little bit quick on the trigger. Ooh, who's this over here? Hello, Mansoor. What's that guy's clan name? Like Rust or something? Well, hopefully, we ought to be able to take out, what is this, guard? Yeah, this is going to be an easy peasy 1v1. Goodbye to you, my comrade. Bye-bye. Oh, no. Don't get too close. Let's just collect what we got from here. Almost have a band-aid. Nice. We got this guy who is not really doing anything. I think we have a vulture on the loose. I'm just trying to get, like, one of these guards to attack me and not have 50 million. Oh, we got 50 million enemies. Okay. Can I get, like, some of y'all? Oh, what's up, guard? No. Can I get, like, just one of y'all to run? Okay, I'll take the twos. I think I might stand a chance against this before they do too much damage to me. Nope, I'm gonna run away because I'm not trying to die. Oh, what? I started running back, so I'm like, he might have cloth on him. So I kind of need cloth to get those bandages up and popping, but that notification bell is also a great way to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth information about the game, about any future updates, because as soon as a type of doing does come out about the game, whether it be new information or new updates themselves, or just new information about forthcoming updates, we are making sure to spread them to y'all's eyes and ears absolutely ASAP and break down that information, break down the updates, show off what these new updates do bring when they happen, like exactly what we're doing right now. And there's some very awesome updates coming within the future of Last Day on Earth, like, well, let's not forget that ATV and swamp that appears to be destined for the next update after this one, since we were told that we're gonna get a multiplayer update, which is this, before we end up getting something known as the next single player update, which has been confirmed to be huge, and a lot of signs are pointing towards it being that ATV swamp update. So we got quite a lot of things to look forward to in quite a lot of different departments. And that notification bell is going to be a great way to stay up to date with all that newness, like I was saying. So make sure that y'all have it hit, and I cannot wait, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for some of the stuff that we have forthcoming in our futures. And dude, I love how long these tools last for. Like, I'm not gonna lie, probably my favorite part right now. These things last for a little bit of a minute. And is there any, I might take some of this cloth. No, I will leave the cloth behind as a present, because I took cloth from here, I put it back. I pay back my dues to the place that we live. Ooh, leather. Oh yeah, and I don't think I showed this off, but you also have the power to upgrade these chests. I don't know who in their right mind would waste money upgrading these chests unless we can repair them from our upgraded form. So instead of them reverting back to one of these chests, for example, maybe once we upgrade a chest, and I kind of want to test this to its 25 slot trunk version, if we just have to repair a trunk, because every time the storm hits, I think this is what happens, is that all the chests and whatnot do break. I kind of do want to do an experiment as well when it does come to see if we leave loot behind, is all of it taken by the storm, or maybe kind of like a raid, will some of it kind of stick around after we like actually repair the stuff? I don't know, but I really hope that they make this more permanent, because if they had a permanent base that we could actually upgrade and improve, that would have been stellar. That's would have been killer. But all in all, I think that's gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up for this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival, and the brand new update that it has brought with us, and the ability to do all of this multiplayer shenanigans. And I mean, it does suck that it's all kind of a little bit temporary until that storm hits, but it's painful, man. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts that it's so close to being a permanent place to kind of care for, but instead it's a place you gotta babysit and come and get back to fixing up every 3 days. So long story short, every time you kind of like go ham and use expensive things like aluminum bars to repair the chemistry station, like, it's not gonna last long, which is kind of, I think, the biggest heartbreaker out of it all, is that like when you do use expensive resources to repair your base, like they're gone in a couple of days. There's no like real permanent benefits that you get, which is kind of rough. But once things do get a little bit more permanent, and instead this becomes something like, you know, defending zombies or a fun event, instead of just like, oh, your stuff's gone, instead being like, oh no, the zombies are overrunning you and trying to destroy your base, defend it with the rest of your clan, or you have enemy raiders attacking you, you must defeat them. Like, whatever it be, there's a lot of cool potential for what this could turn into, but for now it's just it's kind of But with that said, with that done, that's gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up for me for now. Hey, you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.